Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to fillet a redfish. I know I've got a lot of questions about this here recently on some guided trips, and first off it starts off with a sharp knife, so I'm going to go ahead and get this guy nice and sharp. Just like that. Add a little water to my stone here. Water stone. Wash these off. Let's get the sharpening going again. Now guys, if there's a better way to sharpen the knife, there probably is, but this is the way I do it. I've been doing this for many years, and this seems to do the trick for me, so please don't judge me. It works good. If you're wondering what knife this is a Dexter skinning knife, okay? This guy right here, I can tell you, is probably the best knife I've used for cleaning redfish. This is about 6 years old. I broke the tip off, so if you're looking for with a blunt tip, this is actually because I dropped it and broke it, so but it still works fine. Let's give it a couple more. Just like that. That's nice. I'm going to do just a standard, I guess this is the 7-inch blade from Dexter. It's very old, very worn, but again, does the trick. This is to remove the meat from the skin. Oh yeah, nice and sharp. Okay. I just caught these fish about an hour ago or less. This guy nice and clean. Live well had a lot of dirt in it, so got real skinny. It's a beautiful fish though, nice and dark. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dehead this fish. So the way I do that is I go right behind, right where the pectoral fins are at. We'll start there. Just going to go straight down just like that. Don't go too deep. You're going to go right around those swimming fins on the side. Go right here, just like I said, about maybe half an inch deep. Go right behind the skin, right behind the fin, and connect it. Okay, so now that we've got that, guys, and if you don't like blood, you might want to turn it off right here, but all we're going to do now is we're going to go and dehead them. So all you do is you grab it by the gill plate, we're going to twist and pull, okay? And we'll cut this little piece off right here. Get rid of that. So now we've got a nice fish to work with without the head, and there's a reason why I remove the head. Okay, some people don't. I like to remove it. And the reason for that is that it makes for a real flat surface once you get one side off. So that's kind of why I did that. Okay. So we'll try to get some of that blood out so it doesn't look so gory. All right. So we've got that head removed, again, behind the gill plate, twist and pull. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that skinning knife and we're going to go right along the dorsal fin all the way down, okay? You want to grab that knife by the, this is the way I like to, because I can feel the bones through the steel. Okay, so I'm going to come down right along. Turn it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So as you guys can see there, I'm going right along the dorsal fin there, okay? I'm left-handed, so you have to bear with me. Right down the dorsal fin, you're going to go along those rib bones, okay? And then you know how you see like on those cartoons, the fish bones, and it's got that round vertebrae that goes down the middle. They're all the same for the most part, okay? So I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to gently go around that little vertebrae and connect it to the other side. Get some more of that off. Now I'm going to go ahead and split the belly to the anal fin. So now we're going to go around the anal fin along those bones, and you can feel it real nice there, okay? So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take my knife, go right along the vertebrae or the center bone. Go a little bit more there. So now we're going to do, oops, didn't go far enough there. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break the rib bones off, okay? So you guys can see there, breaking those rib bones off, just like that, okay? Give this a little wash. All that blood out of there. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm just going to pull his lining off. I'm going to worry about this in a little bit. So now I've got that nice meat. You can choose to do two things if you want it. If you want to keep it on the half shell, you just leave the scales on with the skin. In this particular case, I want to go ahead and fry it, so I'm going to remove the skin. So all I'm going to do is now take my fillet knife. I'm going to come down, get down to the skin, right off with it. Okay. So now we've got a nice piece of meat right off the skin. We still have the ribs in there. We'll go ahead and remove those here in a minute. But it's got a really deep bloodline, so I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on that bloodline as well. Okay. So we'll move off to the side. I'm going to cut the skin off here. And remember when I said about deheading that fish, this is why, because now I've got a real flat surface to work with to get the other side off. I don't have to worry about that head where it's rolling. So now we're going to come down that backbone. Same. Exact same way I did the first side. Go around that guy. Come around the anal fin. Just like that. You guys can see it's kind of coming apart there. So we're going to come down, finish this off. Just back and forth. Like that. Split it. Keep going down the rib cage. Break those rib bones off. Now I've got the second part here. Okay, just like that. So now we're going to remove the meat from the skin, same way we did before. Just like that. This one doesn't have such I've cut a lot of that bloodline and blood meat off of there, so that's that. This is just carcass. Through it. Get rid of that guy. Clean our surface. Alright, so now we're going to debone this guy. Okay. These are really big bones. Some people just leave them in, but I like to take them out. So I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to go right behind, out and in. Out and in, just like that. And there's your ribs. You can eat these, but it's all bones. So we're not going to do that. We get rid of those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bloodline out. Okay. This is what kind of gives that fish that fishy flavor. So we'll cut this dude out just like that. Okay. I also like to remove any of that red meat on there because again, that for some reason I just feel like it tastes better when you Just kind of skin that off there. Just like that. Perfect. That's a good piece of meat. Cut this in manageable bite-sized pieces. I don't like my fish real thick, so I'm going to go ahead and butterfly this guy. Just like that. Nice pieces of meat. Good looking. Let's take this guy here. Get rid of this little guy here. We're going to repeat the process here. Alright. A lot of red meat there. We got a little too close to the skin, so I'm going to go ahead and try to remove that. Alright, I'll get that bloodline out. Yes, I do know there are guys and people who can fillet faster and cleaner, but man, I'm telling you, this is the easiest way. I've been doing this for many years, and instead of fighting all them bones with your knife, save the knife and just use that skinning knife to get through it, guys. I'm telling you, that skinning knife is great. You can get that skinning knife on Dexter's website, or you can go to finfactorycharters.com, my store. We can sell you one, okay? All right, everybody, thanks for watching this episode of How to Fillet Redfish. If you guys have any further questions or have any interest in any of the products that you saw on this episode, feel free to reach out to us at Fin Factory Kayak and Tackle or finfactorycharters.com. Otherwise, guys, we hope to see you all in the water. Tight lines.